Feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hey everybody, welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I'm your co-host, Ted Jenkins, with my co-host, Lee Heisman, of course, and our guest today, Jeff Perkins, the CEO of ParkMobile. I am sure that you have probably used this app before when you had to park your car. They have grown all around the country. It was just an amazing podcast we had today. If you want to learn anything about how to grow a business and learn more about marketing and building this kind of business, you have to listen to the entire podcast. You can always get that at shrimptankpodcast.com. On the YouTube channel here, we have literally 1,000 videos. You can see so many different kinds of entrepreneurs, but the way you get that is you click the subscribe button and then make sure that you hit that notifications bell. That's how you get all the great information. If you want to get an MBA in entrepreneurship, you can get an MBA, but listening to our entrepreneurs, you can learn a lot to create less headaches as you grow your business.
Well, Ted, what I found really funny, and Jeff, great to see you again, of course. And Jeff and I grew up together in the same hometown of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And if you don't know it, you probably have ParkMobile on your phone. As Jeff was taking the job at ParkMobile, he didn't even know he even had the app on his phone and didn't even know much about the business. Yeah. You should listen to the podcast in its entirety to learn more about everything Jeff said. But Jeff, tell us a little bit about ParkMobile, the scalability, and I didn't even realize you're a national company.
Yeah, so ParkMobile operates all over the country, so we're in 500 cities. So chances are, if you go into a major metro area, they will take ParkMobile. We're the number one app for parking in the U.S. We do, over 10 million transactions a month. We have actually over 31 million users of the app today, and we acquire an additional million about every 30 days. So the business is really kind of on a nice flywheel. And we're actually in the App Store in the navigation category. We're the number 3 app. Only behind some names you may never heard of, like Google Maps and Waze. So Google Maps, Waze, ParkMobile. So we're in pretty good company there. But yeah, you could really use the ParkMobile app anywhere you go. So it's a very useful app to have on your phone for paying for on-street parking. But you can also pay in garages for like sporting events. Mm-hmm. So right here in Atlanta, if you go to an event at State Farm Arena, Bobby Dodd Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, you can use the ParkMobile app to reserve your parking in advance. And so that's really useful if you like to go to a lot of Hawks games, if you like to go to Georgia Tech games. Knowing where you're going to park so you don't get kind of caught in the crush of traffic going to the arena is pretty helpful.
You know, it's interesting because we talked on the show today. You actually wrote the book, How Not to Suck at Marketing, by Jeff Perkins. Do you suck at marketing? Well, guess what? If you could get a million customers or a million users a month, I promise you your business would not suck. What do you think, in talking to some of the viewers watching this post-show wrap-up, maybe the number one mistake you see in businesses when it comes to marketing?
I think probably the biggest mistake a lot of businesses make is overspending in advertising, right? Mm-hmm. So you say, hey, I'm gonna spend on a big TV campaign or outdoor campaign, and then 6 months later you have no results to show. So I always urge people, before you kind of go and just throw big money at advertising campaigns, make sure you have your fundamentals kind of like locked down. So is your website really good? Is it telling your story? Is it showing all your case studies and testimonials? Really everything you need to convince someone they should do business with you. And the second thing is, are you ranking on page 1 of Google for the key terms that are going to be important in your category? And if you're not doing those two things well, basically you've blown up what I call your virtual sales rep. So you don't have the online presence that's going to get people to your business. So focus there first. But once your website and your Google presence is strong, then you can start to try some of the other tactics.
Well, you spoke on the show about when you were a young man, you were the intern for the mayor of New Jersey with a tremendous accomplishment. And then as you got a little bit older, you became an intern at the White House. And I'm sure these things didn't just get handed to you.
So I think I've always been a pretty good networker. I've always made time for it. At a young age, I was reaching out to people I knew, like, who do you know in the mayor's office? Can you help me get in? And then I had some classmates in college who helped me get into the White House. So I've always really seen the value of having a good network and using that network to help you kind of get ahead, and also helping your network get ahead too. Kind of really reciprocal relationship there. So when I think about one of the important things in your career journey It's really making time for networking and building a really strong network. I actually think your career is probably only as strong as the network you're able to build. And so I can say for myself, my last 3 jobs I've had, I didn't get it through dropping a resume on LinkedIn or through a recruiter. It's all been through referrals. It's been through my network. And so, one piece of advice is really make sure you have that strong network. You're nurturing the network. You're going to places where you can meet people that are in your industry or people that you want to learn from, because it's really, really valuable in your career.
Well, Jeff, first, thank you so much and great seeing you again. How do people get in touch with you or with your organization?
So probably the best place to get in touch with me is on LinkedIn. So just look up Jeff Perkins, ParkMobile on LinkedIn. I'm pretty easy to find there. I post like once a day, so very active there. And if you want to learn more about ParkMobile, go to parkmobile.io. That's really the one place where you can get all the information on the ParkMobile app. And if you're interested in the book, go to hownottosuckatmarketing.com. So we have a website for the book, hownottosuckatmarketing.com. And you could get more information on the book and links to buy it. So those are the ways probably you can get in touch with me.
You said the life hack now you mentioned in here is that people can actually reserve the spaces when they go to these big events, yeah?
Yeah, and that's really useful. I went to a concert last weekend and reserved my space. So instead of just driving to the stadium, and then trying to find parking, I just drive right to the lot where I have a reserved spot, super easy in and out. And, we think that makes the game day or event day experience a little bit better if you're going to a major stadium.
There's no doubt about it. Folks, go to shrimptankpodcast.com so you can hear the entire broadcast that Lee and I did with Jeff today. You're going to find nuggets of gold that are in there. And if you want to hear from some of the other amazing CEOs we've interviewed, I recommend a recent interview with Dave Wazalewski. He was the co-founder of Spanx when it first started with Sarah Blakely in her apartment right here in Atlanta. Check that one out as well. You're just going to learn from our amazing CEOs in this amazing city we have here in Atlanta. Thanks so much for watching the post-show wrap-up of The Shrimp Tank.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.